Good morning from Edgewater Drive. With the construction over my shoulder, there's a little bit of noise, but hopefully you can hear me clearly enough. It is a gorgeous day in the Sunshine State. Beautiful sun, beautiful shine, and beautiful crystal clear waters, because that's why they call it clear water. So I'm walking Buddy this morning, and I tried to go live in my group, and it cut me off. And then I was going to try to do a live on my page, but my account is limited. I'm unsure what's going on here because it doesn't show anybody watching, but that doesn't mean you might not see this later. But I'm making an attempt to make an appearance and see if you see me. Let me know. So walking along Edgewater Drive right now. I'm going to do a live video possibly on my Instagram. Make sure you're following my other social media accounts. Instagram, YouTube, because I'm also posting there and doing videos. Oh, dragonfly. That's a sign of my mom. I'm doing other videos on other accounts. I always upload to YouTube when I can. But here's the thing. Everybody's going through a crazy spiritual awakening. It's a collective awakening. It's a collective consciousness collaboration. And we all signed up for this. So it's not like we didn't know we were going to be doing this. It's just that most people are so connected here. They're disconnected here. And believe it or not, your body is the instrument of your mind. That's why I say your body's always telling on your mind. So if you're not paying attention and listening within, you're neglecting your body, your temple, but you're also disconnected from your own programming. Like, the more connected you are to your physical body, the more you'll realize how the mind is translated and how your body is always keeping score, giving you the signs, it's guiding you. You know, some of the things that I want to talk about, and I'm not going to be able to do it all in this video, are what are some of the signs of a spiritual awakening? And there's such a misconception that a spiritual awakening is just like a, aha, wow, oh my gosh, I got an epiphany. No, a lot of times it's a slap upside the head. A lot of times a spiritual awakening can look like dis-ease. It can look like a major meltdown, a major life crisis, a waking up one morning and thinking, I'm not really freaking happy in my life. What the heck? What is this all about? It's the inquisitive, curious nature of the being that makes you want to know more, to connect within and to stop going without. Because we are all spiritual beings, we are all souls having a human experience. And this human experience is not one to be taken lightly. You know, the angels are jealous of us because we have physical bodies, because we can feel, we can see, we can taste, we can touch, we can smell. This is the beauty of being a human, is that you get to have this experience that they cannot. Imagine that they want to help us to do better, and they watch over us and recognize when we are stuck in our mind and not being so kind on our physical body. You know, this body, this temple is amazing. You want to change your life, you want to shift it, start treating your body better. Treat it like the temple it is, that you are a beautiful, beautiful reflection of God, source, spirit. The more you tap into the breath, the richer your life becomes. The more you heighten your senses and you can tap into your intuition. You can recognize all the signs that the mind is blind. The mind is blind. The body is the one that actually sees it all. Actually, it shows you everything you need to know. The body is always tattletaling on the mind. So what are you doing? How is your body? How are you treating it? What are you doing that's good for you today? Are you getting out in nature? Are you taking a walk? Or are you stuck on these devices that are our biggest vices? Devices are our biggest vices. Think about that. Sit with that. Are you addicted to technology to the point where you can't step outside your door without picking up that phone? How long can you go without actually checking in with the Black Mirror? How long before you pick up the phone and log into, the doom and gloom? Oh my gosh, got to find out. FOMO, fear of missing out on what's going on in the world. What's the latest doom and gloom? What's the latest news? The more connected you are, the more disconnected you really truly are to yourself. This is what matters right here, right now, in the physical body, in the mind. The more present you are with the gift of this life, the richer your life will become. Because the body is an instrument of the mind, but it's also housing your soul for the experiences you came down here to have. And it's crazy to think that anybody would try to label any experience that you've ever had as good or bad. It just is. That's what the trick and the trap of duality is all about. That we live in a polarized world and that we think we need to choose this or that, and that right there is that's the problem. That's when you actually are under the spell. You're under the spell that says you have to choose this or that. That's where it's at. That is not true life. That is not why you came here. You did not come here to feel shamed or guilted for wanting to have an experience, a life. In fact, we're so distracted from our own lives, most of us aren't even living them. Are you truly connecting with the person next to you? Are you waking up with the person you want to be with? Are you waking up as the person you want to be? And see in the world that others will be inspired by. How are you contributing in life? How are you serving your soul? Are you in the flow of life? Are you in the flow of life? Or are you denying yourself as whole? It fascinates me how many people want to stay stuck in their victimhood. This happened to me, that happened to me, because I went through it. I went through it for years, and it took me a while to wake up to my own shit. That I was in this, oh, woe is me, But the truth of the matter is, everything happens for you, not to you. It's a result of, oh, okay, I'm supposed to course correct. If I'm not experiencing what it is I want to experience, it's up to me to make the change. It's up to me to change my direction. It's up to me, not anybody else. Nobody here is doing anything to you that you're not already allowing. If you feel someone is even deceiving you, ask yourself, how are you deceiving yourself? Because deception and truth are all within you. People just reflect and show up to you where you're at in your life. They are your mirrors. They are there to remind you, to acknowledge. They are there to guide you. And the body is an amazing tool. The body is there for you. Treat it like a temple, and it will treat you and attract to you what it is you desire. If the first thing you are neglecting is the temple, then you are neglecting your entire soul. You are so disconnected. You're wondering why things are happening to you. That's the root of our problems, is that we are not here fully present. You know what the wisdom is in a spiritual awakening? That holy shit, I got a body. Oh my gosh, this is a gift. This is a present. Be present to that gift. Because when you are airy-fairy trying to escape everything, especially being present and grounded in your body to the earth, because we are symbiotic, we are connected. The earth is also a reflection of the consciousness, the collective. Sorry, buddy's pulling me. We have to go back home anyway. You have to stop and think, how is life showing up to you? Because however life is showing up to you is what's going on within you. Life isn't showing up to you any differently than you're showing up to yourself. If you're willing to confront that and willing to own that, things will shift. Speak it into existence. Oh shit, you know, look in the mirror. Look in the mirror and ask yourself, how have I created this mess? And how can I get out of it? You know, you have all the wisdom within you. You don't need someone to tell you, to guide you. You really just need to tap into your own inner wisdom. That's what really life is about. You are wise enough. You don't need someone else to tell you what it is that you need to do. That's actually just being part of the problem, is not taking personal responsibility for your own existence, your own self. And we are all capable, amazing beings. So go out there, seize the world, seize the day, and get in your body. Stop playing this escapism bullshit. Escapism, it's an addiction. I don't care what you use to escape. Everything that is taking you out of the present moment is a form of escapism, is a form of an addiction, a habit, a routine, something you have gotten caught up in because you just don't want to feel. You don't want to see. You don't want to hear because it's uncomfortable. All of that starts in the mind. And so just remember, every reflection in the body is a reflection of the mind. Start being more kind to you, yourself, and everyone around you will just fall into place. You know, another problem about the spiritual awakening is that you start realizing people in your life don't belong there. And you start changing the communities, the people that you hang out with, and other people drop out. And you know, that's the part of the change, major life change. Change is like death, and you have to honor that. That when other people are no longer aligned with your purpose and your path in your life, you have to honor that and allow them to leave. You can't try to hold on to things that aren't serving you. That's part of a codependent relationship. That's a toxic relationship, and a lot of us have that. Or there's that old belief system of loyalty. Well, you know, they've always been in my life. Or maybe you're holding on to them because they remind you of good memories, but they're not bringing you good memories anymore. You know, people come into our life for a season and for a reason. You have to also honor and recognize when it's time for them to go. That's part of the whole spiritual awakening. That's part of the whole path of life. And when you are starting to recognize these things are happening, then you can just honor whatever emotions are coming up. Don't turn around and deny yourself the beauty of what is guiding you. And those emotions must flow. Energy and motion. But don't get stuck in them. Don't identify them as you. They're just an experience. You are not your emotions. You are so much more. And remind yourself also, take a moment and just go, is this even mine? Is this thought mine? Who does this belong to? The more you start asking and inquiring, you may notice your body lightens up because you realize the body's telling you. That's why they use kinesiology. The body is just simply reflecting back. Okay, I asked a question and my body answers. There's a tool right there just for you. Your body will answer your questions if you tap into it and you start paying attention and listening to it. It's your guidance system. The body is your GPS, baby. Let it guide you in this life. Peace out. Have an amazing Friday, and I'll see you all later.